So, Rebecca, my second question is, we've done the resume. You like the resume, you check on LinkedIn, all good, check, check, check. Now we are doing the phone interviews.
Mm.
In your experience, how should job
Mm.
candidates should be prepared for the phone interviews? And is there any specific question you want them to ask you at the very end?
Yeah, great question. So for me, it comes down to at the baseline, understand the company that you're applying for.
Mhm.
You don't need to do exhaustive research, but I think knowing if you can find it out, their core values, things that the company cares about, maybe the structure, so you can ask a couple of questions around that. I think is really important. So know the company
Mhm.
you're interviewing with, and also I think now people have public profiles. Know the people that you're going to talk to as
Yeah.
well. So maybe you've seen something on their LinkedIn that you want to ask
Mhm.
about. So I think going that extra mile shows that you've taken the initiative to understand a little bit more about the company, maybe who their customers are, why their technology matters. I think is incredibly important. Also, spend some time practicing your own elevator pitch. So I don't think it needs to be any more than 5 minutes, but really spend time talking about your background, talking about yourself, why you're interested in the role. You don't need to go through your entire resume, but perfecting that elevator pitch is really important. And also practice that with somebody, like get a friend of yours and kind of go through that, give someone to give you some feedback. Practicing is what I think makes it better as time
Yeah.
as time goes on. I think that's really helpful. It's some of the basics, right? Show up on time. I think have making sure your email correspondence is professional, how you come across in the meeting, professional. Understand how the company operates. If they're a suit and tie company, well, then you're going to probably want to dress that way. If they're a bit
Yeah.
more casual, so trying to figure out the company culture in advance so that you're prepared. Firm handshake, eye contact, and truly be yourself are all the
Yeah.
things I would tell candidates preparing for, whether it's a phone interview, a video interview, or an in-person.
Yeah. And what about at the very end? We always encourage them to ask them 3 to 4 questions because
Yeah,
we know that interview is a two-way communication. Is there
100%.
any specific question you like candidates to ask? To
Nothing particular. Like I think what I've actually, I'll come bring this up here. What we're starting to see a little bit is the same questions asked all the time. So it feels like people are maybe just going to AI to figure out what those three questions are, which is fine. Like use AI to help you. I think
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. But I think trying to be a bit more unique in your questions
Mhm.
and stuff you're legitimately curious about. Like I think I'm seeing more people just asking a question just to ask it.
Yeah.
I want to know we want to know sort of your thought process. And so I think coming up with unique questions that are either tailored to the role or the company will go a bit of the extra mile. Because I will say I'm definitely seeing more and more of a trend of the same two questions asked at the end. And I'd love for people to start being a little bit more unique.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
for those great tips, Rebecca. Again, for the audience watching or listening, if you have any other tips in terms of how to be prepared for an interview, please leave your comments below and tune in next time for another great question with Rebecca.